As I changed gears, I left the riverbank. I was looking for the arrowheads, didn't find anything else today. So I took the detector out. I had a permission that I wanted to try to get to. The yard is pretty trashy. There's the old outhouse there. I just found a wheat penny from the 40s right there, and I come over here and I was getting a screaming signal. And check this out. Looks like I just got a necklace, and I mean the chain is pretty clean, so I don't know if this is silver or not. I don't think the pendant is, but check that out. Hold on a minute. Whole chain. So I'm gonna have to check this out, but I have another signal right in here somewhere, so let me get onto that one and see what that is. But that's pretty cool. It's a religious pendant. Looks like the Blessed Mother or something, Catholic pendant. It might be silver plated. But I'll get that cleaned up, show it to you in the wrap up, but the chain's pretty clean. So, pretty cool. That's the first whole necklace that I've ever found. I found the charms or medals or whatever, but I never found a whole chain like that. So, pretty cool. So, switch gears from arrowhead hunting to metal detecting. Alright, I'll get back to you, see what else I find. Went after that other signal. That chain just came from here. I found this little plastic angel sitting there, and there was another medal with it right next to it. So I'm not sure what this is, if this was left here on purpose. God, I hope not. I hope I'm not disturbing like a pet grave or something. It's right near the old pine tree here, but I don't think so. Anyway, I was getting another choppy signal in here. I'm not finding anything. I'm gonna take a step back and rescan this area, but so far that's what came out, along with that chain and that other pendant that's attached to the chain. There was this along with it, and that plastic angel. So I'll get them cleaned up. I'll show them to you in the wrap up. Alright, back. I actually switched to another yard. I've been all over the place today. I came back to the yard where I found my first big silver coin, where I found that Walking Liberty in this older home here. I have standing permission to be here, but just got a signal here. I don't know if this is some kind of some kind of decorative something or another. I don't know if it was a piece of jewelry, or I'll get it cleaned up. This is going to be the last place I go. I'm getting hungry and it's getting pretty cold out, but I found my that $50 like right in here that one time. This was right before the winter, back in November. I found that Walking Liberty 50-cent piece right there, and a whole bunch of wheat pennies in here. But I figured I'd stop by. It was close to the other area I was just at, and there's still some snow in the yard here, but hey, you don't know unless you get out and look. So bouncing around today. Been to 2 different riverbank sites looking for arrowheads. Found 2 of those, and now 2 places with the metal detecting. So alright, I'll get back to you if I find anything else to see on the wrap up. I came around to the side here and got another religious medal. I don't know if it's silver. It's kind of crusted up, but this ground, it's all of that coal ash fill. But this house has had a lot of neat stuff around, besides that $50, and I got those 2 British half pennies from the mid 1900s here. Just all kinds of stuff in here. So it's been a pretty interesting little permission, but we'll get this cleaned up. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's silver or not. It kind of looks like it. Maybe it's plated, but I'll get that cleaned up later on and show it in the wrap up. So, alright, we'll see on the next on the wrap up. Yeah, got another target. Just getting ready to come back to the car, come around the side, and I'll tell you, these people around here must have been really religious. I got another, I don't know what, I thought it was a coin, but that is another, some kind of religious medallion or token, or I don't know, man. Some of these old time, there's a lot of ethnic families, in these different towns. back during, you know, the immigration, you know, the 30s especially, I guess, the 20s to 30s, you know, the Italians would move in and they'd move into one area and that would become known pretty much as like an Italian town. The same thing with the Polish or the Dutch or whatever. And I think this area was a lot of Slovak and Polish, and of course they were very religious as well. So I think that might be what's going on here. But a lot of today's been the day of religious stuff for me. But we'll get this cleaned up, see what it looks like. I don't think it's silver or anything, but all right, let's see what else we get. Saying I'm gonna go, and I keep just putzing around in this backyard here, and just hit a signal. Sounded like it could be good, and just hit a silver dime right there. And I think it's a Mercury. Not sure. I gotta get my water out here and see what we got, but I really want to go home. But I really can't stop picking up on these signals. So yeah, that's a Mercury. Looks like let's see, hard to see here. Let me hold on a second. 41. Let's try that. Yep, 1941. So besides that big $50 I got, this is the first silver I pulled out of here. I'm right in back of the house now. So I really am going to go home. But we'll see you on the next one. What's up, guys? I just got everything cleaned up from the metal detecting. This was the same day that I was out looking for the arrowheads. After I did that, didn't have any place else that I wanted to go at the time, so I took the machine out and went to a couple of spots. One was a new permission, and one was the old permission where I found my first large silver back in, I think it was November or December. Had a yard where I found a Walking Liberty 50-cent piece. But anyway, so this was the first place that I was at. This is the chain that I dug out of the ground that you saw in the one clip that I did in the field. Turns out I think the chain is stainless steel. I don't think it's silver. I was showing it to my girlfriend too, and we both think that it's like a stainless steel chain, but pretty neat. This is the first time I ever found a full chain like that. And it's got a little religious medallion there. And in the hole, this was also in there. It's another religious pendant there. Also, let's see, I ended up with a wheat penny. Cleaned it up a bit. And it's not that old. It's from the 40s. Let's see. I think it's like 46. And that plastic angel was also in the hole with that chain and metal there. So that's pretty neat. Found an old fuse. So ever since I was watching Quarter Hoarder's video and he found a fuse, this is like the third one I found. So thanks, Jason. Can't seem to get away from. I find one almost everywhere I go now. So this was the other yard that I was in. I call it my big silver yard because it was the first place that I found that Walking Liberty. Happened to go after a target. This is an old Vicks bottle, screw top. Don't know how old it is. Probably not very old, but I was going after a target and that was in the hole, so I took it. Also found this. It's a junker, but it's just a long chain with some gaudy beads on it, but kind of neat. Found a junker earring. Now, the first time I was there, the same day that I found that $50, I found a silver earring there. And I also found a few other kind of, like costume jewelry stuff. It's just a piece of metal. I don't know what it was. At first I thought it might have been like a lipstick tube top or something that was crushed. Some other little junk things here. But I also ended up with these religious pendants or medals there. Put that in electrolysis and cleaned it up. This one here is really fragile. I don't know if that's zinc in there, just coated with like an aluminum or something, but you can see there's a hole in it right there. But it cleaned up nice under the electrolysis. And then this was, I don't know if it's copper or brass, but another religious pendant or part of some jewelry or something there. Also found a bullet. I don't think that's too old, but I got an old key, part of some kind of brass buckle thing there. This is pretty neat. Not sure exactly what it is. That looks like a pin backing to it. So probably another piece of like costume jewelry. I don't know if there would have been glass stone or something in there or something like that. But found another wheat penny there as well. I found a bunch of wheat pennies in that yard. This one is 1940, if I can get the damn thing to focus. Yeah, there we go. I got two modern coins. Got a penny and a dime. No big deal. And finally, got a silver coin out of there. Got myself a 43 Mercury Dime. And of course, let's see. It's probably not going to focus. I gotta get a better camera than just my cell phone, but anyway, nothing special about it other than, hey, it's a silver coin, take that any day. Not too bad a shape either. I always clean them up a little bit. I mean, unless it's something that's rare, I usually just take a little baking soda, rub it between my fingers, and they come out like that. So, but anyway, that was the metal detecting part of the day. It was a pretty active day for me. Like I said, I got down to the riverbank for a while. I was looking for some arrowheads. Found an arrowhead and a half of one there. And I just put that in the previous video. So if you didn't see that one yet, you can check that one out. Going to try and get out again. They're calling for snow this week. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make it out or not. I just bought a Nell snake coil. It's like a little sniper coil for my Garrett Ace 400. It was recommended by a guy that I know who does a lot of riverbank hunting here, and said it's kind of really good for getting in between everything, because when you're down the riverbank you end up with a lot of junk metals, a lot of junk targets. So I'm going to give it a shot on the riverbank when the water goes down and I start going out looking for Indian artifacts. I'm going to take the metal detector along and try to plug along a little bit and see what I can find. He finds a lot of old coins and things like that on the riverbank, so give it a shot. But I'm kind of curious to try this coil out now. I also want to take it to some of the other places that I've been, some places that were pretty trashy, and see if I could tease a coin or two or something else cool out from underneath all the iron there. So I'll let you know how that goes when I get that. But alright guys, like I said, that's the hunt. That was 2 different places for, maybe an hour or two, so not bad. A little something to put into the collection, and at least got another silver coin out of the deal, which is always cool. Anyway, thanks again for watching. If you're watching this, please hit the like and subscribe button. I know it probably happens to a lot of the other YouTubers too, where a lot of people look at it, but they don't bother to hit the like or the subscribe or anything. And it's just really nice to see when you look at the video, see how many people liked it. It's just kind of cool. So I appreciate your support. Do the same thing if you're on other guys' channels. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe so you know when they put videos out. But alright guys, take care. Happy hunting. Good luck to all those out there that are doing it. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Take care.